What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Under 1,000 Pod. My name's Gershon. If you didn't know, this is the podcast where we bring on animal keepers, breeders, and enthusiasts, and we talk to them, get to learn about their journey with their animals. Sometimes ask them if they're a YouTuber, ask them about their YouTube journey as well. But we're mixing it up more this season. We're bringing not just reptiles, but we're looking at other animals, frogs, turtles, dogs, cats, gerbils, all that stuff. So if you have or breed any of these animals, let me know. And if you're interested, I'll get you on the list to get on the podcast. I definitely love to talk to some people that are take care of animals that I don't have and get to learn about them. That's what this is all about, us learning from each other and growing together. But guys, before we get to our guests, we got to say thank you to a couple people in the chat. We already got early birds. Thank you, guys. Ken, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Bosa, what's up? Thanks for coming through. You can definitely go check out Ken's next up episode we did about a week ago on my channel. Really cool episode. I learned some stuff about Ken as well, so I was super excited to talk to him. Derek, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Mike, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. So, what did Derek say? I have children's parties. Oh, yeah, you do have children's parties. I forget about that. You got to show them off more, Derek. Show them off. Before we bring on our guest once again, let's go ahead and say thank you to our this month's sponsor. And speaking of this month's sponsor, Derek, who is in the chat, he is this month's sponsor. So let's say thank you to him by checking out his sponsor video.
This month's sponsor is Big D's Pythons. Yes, Derek is Big D's Pythons. He's a great guy, great friend, also an amazing ball python breeder. He produced some awesome animals this season, so definitely go check it out. Check out his Morph Market, his Instagram to see some of those animals if you're interested. But he also is a YouTuber. He has his own YouTube channel and his own podcast he does every Thursday. Thirsty Thursdays. Go check him out on Thursday with Hutch. They host it together. It's a great time. Definitely go watch it. But also, Derek carries the chipper. So if you're in need of cocoa and you're in the Illinois area, Derek is the one you can call. He could probably meet up with you and you guys can handle business there. But he also can ship it. So if you're looking for cocoa, definitely hit Derek up. But thank you, Derek, for being the sponsor of this month's episode. Greatly appreciate it. And go check Derek out and make sure you hit that subscribe, follow, and tell him I sent you.
All right. Thanks again, Derek, for being this month's sponsor. Greatly appreciate it. Go check him out. All his links are in the description down below. And you guys are going crazy in the chat. Appreciate it. There's so many people came in. Appreciate everybody. Let's see. I believe this is our guest's girlfriend. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. M-Tip, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Or maybe this is. I'm not sure, but you guys are in here. Appreciate you. So without further ado, Malaysia, what's up? I think I said it right, too. Malaysia, I got to talk to you about some DC stuff. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and bring on our guest for this week.
What's up, guys?
What's up? Thank you for coming.
What's up, Gershon? Thank you for inviting me, man.
Hey, I know I've been talking to you about getting back on YouTube. You do YouTube a little bit.
Dude, I told you I was gonna start in January. Remember that? I still haven't started, man.
You are like 15 different people on my list that I'm always bugging about.
No, me and my girl, we recorded some videos, but dude, I just can't post myself. I can't find myself to do it right now, man.
I understand. It's hard to put that out there. You gotta worry about people looking at it and what they think of it.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
I totally understand. Maybe this is that step you need to help you get to that next step. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. I do have some videos ready to be uploaded. I just can't find it
Okay.
in me right now.
Okay.
This might be it,
So
man.
see, now people are gonna bug you about those videos. Just so you know, I'm gonna tell them to send you your way. So get ready for
Oh
that.
man.
But before we get too deep into it, could you go ahead and introduce yourself to the
All right.
people and let them know what you breed and
Yeah,
keep?
absolutely. My name's Alden. I'm the one who owns the Powji Serpents Instagram page. I breed ball pythons and some corn snakes. Also have a pet bearded dragon and a dog and cat owner, man. But for ball pythons, the things I'm focusing on right now is a PODs. PODs have always been my favorite morph to work with. Right now, my goal snake was always a clown pied. I actually produced one this year, so
Very
I'm
nice.
trying to figure out what my next goal is gonna be. So
I'm a little jealous of
yeah.
you right there. I was trying to produce them this year, and I missed out on the odds. I hit everything but the clown pie.
Oh man, hey, next year, dude.
Definitely,
Dude,
definitely.
my clown pied, I was happy with it because I just wanted the clown pied, right? I didn't care if the codoms hit, and it got leopard and yellow belly with it too. So
Yeah, you got
win.
pronouns in there too, so that's
I know, man.
that's a
I'm trying
killer
to
right
I'm
there.
trying to have him take over all the females for this season.
Okay,
See what
so you
happens.
definitely about to have a heavy workload for him this season.
Yeah.
I can understand that. I definitely understand that. So before we go on, do you have TikTok?
I do. I tried posting daily. So what I was doing at first, everything I post on Instagram, because that's my main
Your
app I
main
use right now,
platform?
Instagram. Everything I've been posting on TikTok, I mean on Instagram, I also post on TikTok, but some of my videos were getting taken down on TikTok. I wasn't sure why. I'm not really breaking any
Oh,
community guidelines, so I think I got like 2 taken down. After that, I stopped posting from there. I just
hmm
focused on Instagram after that. And
I
then
get
also, I
it.
have my YouTube channel, but just haven't posted anything yet. I do have videos ready. Just
Okay,
gotta, yeah.
yeah, it is kind of takes away that flow when you get stuff taken down. You're like, I thought I was
Yeah.
doing the right thing. It's hard
Yeah,
to keep
I
going
think
after
they
that.
don't want because when you post videos from Instagram to TikTok, it has that logo on it, the Instagram
So,
logo. I
yep,
think that's why
yep.
they were taking it down. I think I'm not sure.
That
I
could be
was
100% true.
yeah.
That could be 100. I had to start editing my stuff a certain way, so I know it didn't have any other water logo on it. When
Yeah, I tried editing it out, but it would look too zoomed in.
okay,
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out, so I was like, okay, I'll just hold back on TikTok for now.
I can understand that. I can totally understand that. So we brought you on the show to get to know a little more about you. So we're gonna ask you a couple questions. So without further ado, let's jump into some of these questions. Wait, I forgot to tell people if you haven't, go follow him on his Instagram. You can follow him on his TikTok too. He's gonna work back to it. Follow him on his Instagram. Links are in the description down below. His link tree will be on his Instagram, so you can go find his YouTube as well, because he's going to start making videos eventually.
I hope so.
I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it in the universe. But yeah, definitely go do that. Definitely make sure you hit that follow and subscribe 100%. But let's get into some of these questions. So, what was your first reptile?
My first reptile. So when I was younger, I grew up in the Philippines. I was born in
Okay.
America. I moved to Philippines at like first grade. I stayed there for the next 6 years. So my first pet snake was a retic, caught in the wild. I'm not even joking. It was we were swimming in like a river, and then they just saw the snake like by the bushes. It was a baby, and then everyone was afraid. And then at the time I was watching a lot of Animal Planet. Thank God it wasn't a venomous snake. I went there and picked it up with a stick and took it home. I didn't know what it was. I watched a lot of Animal Planet. It looked like a good idea. My dad didn't stop me. We took it home, and then a few years
So, how
later, I had
big
it.
was it?
Huh?
How big was it?
It was small. I was feeding it baby rats still. It was
Okay.
really small. Like
Okay.
scared at all to get bit. But now I look back at it, it could have easily been a venomous snake, and it didn't bite me though, thankfully. But that was my first pet snake, and then I had him for maybe about like 2 3 years. Eventually died on me. I didn't know too much about snakes yet, about like
Mm-hmm.
keeping. I didn't have any heat source for him, but it was in the Philippines, so the weather was kind of okay. He was able to
Exactly.
stay with me a long time, and then after that, I moved out here in 2009, 2000, and then when I moved here, dude, the snakes was a crazy thing. It blew my mind. Like the place I moved out here in, I lived in California near LA, and then we lived near a reptile store. I was
Mm-hmm.
I was mind blown. Well, what snakes
Yeah.
there were, because coming from the Philippines, They most people are afraid of it. Not you won't see much pet stores there. Like if you see pet stores, it's like cuddly animal type pets. And when I saw that reptile shop here, changed my life, man. I got a
That,
corn snake
yeah.
from there, started breeding. Fast forward to today, I'm still breeding snakes.
So, like, I have to back up a second.
Mhm.
Your first pet snake was
Was a
one you
wild pot
grabbed in
retic,
the wild.
dude. In the
Like,
Philippines, it's pretty common to see a lot of reptiles out there, amphibians too.
okay.
So there'll be like geckos in our crawling in our walls, frogs coming in during raining season. And this is what the door closed. They find their way in. I don't know how. Now living in
That's
the Philippines is pretty
wild.
fun with all the animals. You see bats flying all the time.
Okay.
There's a lot of animals, and
That's
the part of the Philippines I lived in, like we were covered in really dense like rainforest like environment. So it was a
okay.
lot of animals. So when I saw that snake, I took it home. I bought a cage.
Mhm.
I definitely raised that snake completely wrong. I didn't know anything about snakes at the time other than the stuff I saw on Animal Planet. I didn't know
Uh-huh.
reptile keeping was a thing. The Philippines, you don't see it.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable. Oh wow. Wow. That's crazy. Your first animal to be a
Yeah.
wild caught
He
animal.
got pretty big too. I had him for maybe 2, 3 years, 3 years at most. I don't think he passed that point, but he got to the point where I was feeding him like the adult rats already. So he
Okay.
got pretty big
So
with me.
how was your relationship with him? Was he
He
did he
was
like
not
to
aggressive
hold
at
him?
all. Able to
Okay.
hold him all the time. Had my friends holding him. It was good, dude. That yeah, man. I look back at it now. I'm like, dude, that was a horrible idea, but it turned out okay for me, man.
It turned out okay. I know there was a
Yeah.
story where I don't know where I heard the story. Somebody had like found eggs and they turned out to be like baby diamondbacks and they hatched out and luckily they didn't get bit. The
Oh
kid that
man.
did get, which is crazy, but that is human nature to be inquisitive, to
Yeah.
learn about stuff. Sometimes it ends good, sometimes it can be horribly bad. But thankfully yours was a good
Yeah.
situation.
I actually have a
Um,
picture of it. I'll post it on my story later. I have to look for it. It
uh,
got pretty big.
that
Like
was
I was a
cool.
kid, had him around my neck. It got pretty big, dude.
That's I would not expect
Yeah.
that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's what really got me into the pet keeping side of things, other than just seeing them on TV.
Hmm.
And then for breeding, first thing was corn snakes. I don't know. I just
Okay.
like how corn snakes looked at the time. I
Mm,
got like what did I get? I got a bunch of different corn snakes. Started breeding them,
yep.
and that was like I told you earlier. I trend and then jumped to college in 2000, I think 14. So from 2010 to 2014, I was breeding heavy on corn snakes. Like I was probably making like 10 clutches a year with corn snakes. It was good.
Jeez.
And then 2014, I went to college. I sold everything I had. Dude, when I finished college, got my first job. I kid you not. First paycheck, I jumped back into snakes. Yeah. That's what I'm meant to do, man.
Hey,
Dude.
there's a passion there. You can't hide it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. You got to go with that passion. Oh wow, that's crazy. Wow. So from the wild caught reticulated python
Mhm.
to corn snake breeding, and how did you get into ball pythons?
Um. So after college, I was originally planning to jump back into corn snakes, like how I left it, but I saw the market was different already.
Hmm.
Making corn snake sales is really hard now at the time because it was so saturated already, and there
Hmm.
wasn't much new morphs to make. It was at the point where the morphs that you would combine it, won't even know it's there.
Gotcha.
And then I saw the ball. So I started looking into other things like, okay, maybe there's more crazy stuff. I saw ball pythons. I saw pieds, clowns, a bunch of new stuff. And then I saw
Mm,
that the banana. So when I left the snake thing for college, banana ball pythons were selling for like 30, 40,000. I came back. I saw one for 200. Blew my mind, dude. I didn't care
right.
for the genetics. I was like, let me get one. I bought a banana ball python right away. And if it's on my YouTube's profile picture. That was the first ball python I had. I was just like, dude,
Okay.
how is this 200? This was
Yeah.
40,000 before I left.
Yeah.
So
They
when I
did
saw a
drop
200 price tag,
fast.
I was like, okay, I bought it.
They drop so fast.
Yeah, because it's a
Unfortunately,
codom. Everyone's gonna
yeah,
mass
and
produce it. Yeah.
it exactly it got mass produced, and then it found out about that the sex issue it has, the
Oh
linkage.
yeah, yeah.
So that definitely didn't help it either, because you had to get certain ones to be able to get
Yeah.
females. So that kind of threw
Getting
you
the
off
female
too.
maker, male makers.
Yep.
That whole female male maker part, I'm still a little confused with it.
It is
Yeah.
because it can change after a couple generations.
Yeah.
It can change because a female maker could still make males, and every so often it give you a non-female in a clutch that's actually a banana, and vice versa.
Yeah.
It is a generational thing with them sometimes,
Mm.
and then it's
Yeah.
just weird odds.
For
So
me, to avoid that confusion, my bananas now are females, just to avoid that whole
that
male female
definitely
maker.
helps.
Because if you
That
breed a
definitely
female,
helps.
I think you get like 50-50 male and females,
Yep.
right? Yeah. So
Yep.
this year I produced 2 banana pieds, one's male, one's female. So that's why I went for female bananas instead. I was like, it's too confusing. Got to keep track.
Smart.
I was like, yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna just get the female.
Very smart. All right, Missy, Patrick. I think who else came in? Primal Scales. Jeremy just popped in. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. As I understand, a female makes males, and it's a female maker. So
Yeah,
I think
that's
females
my
can
understanding
make,
for it too.
yes, but can't females make females as well?
Females can make either male or females,
Yeah,
50-50,
50-50.
but
But
then
the
the males are
male,
going to be female makers,
yeah,
from my
there you go.
understanding. Yeah.
That that's we're gonna lock it in. That's how it is the rest of the world, people. Right from now, that's
We'll
how
keep it at
it
that, man.
is.
We'll start seeing inconsistency. It doesn't matter.
We've already locked it in. It's set. It's done. All right. All right. Let's hit another question. So, what is your favorite more, codom and recessive?
So for recessive, it's pieds. It's pretty much the main focus of all my breeding projects right now. Only pieds, and then like I just like pieds, dude. They're very different. And then a lot of people don't like pieds because if it's a high white pied, you can't see what
Yeah.
other stuff's mixed into it. But for me, like you can mix enchi into it. You're gonna get high whites. I mean high pattern pieds. Like I don't know
Yep.
if you've seen the one that I posted. It's like it just has like one dot of white in it. The enchi, that's an enchi. That's why. So
Yeah.
there's a way to
Yeah.
work around it to make really nice, crazy looking pieds. So I really like
Definitely.
pieds. And then Kodam is something I don't have yet. I really want to work with like the Hurricane Blitz stuff. I don't have any
Okay.
yet. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
have it yet, but I do plan on getting one. But I'm trying to find one that's at least double het clown pied. So imagine a Hurricane clown pied with leopard. Oh my god,
That is
dude.
the way to go.
Yeah,
That
so that's
is
my plan.
definitely the way to go.
Kodam, my favorite Kodam is something I don't have yet.
Okay. So I'm right there with pies with you. I hashed out my first pies this season or last season, and I'm like, oh, I got to start making more pies. I got to start working with more pie stuff. It gave me that love for pies. Like I like pies when you hatch them out yourself. It's a whole nother feeling watching it.
Yeah.
So definitely, I can understand the excitement about pies. So with pies, do you plan to go with more darker morphs in the pies, more darker?
I like the really light stuff. Like,
Okay.
right, my next another recessive gene I want to work with is Desert Ghost. If it wasn't so expensive, to get a Desert Ghost het pied or something, I would have jumped into it already. But man, dude, that's out of my reach at the moment. I'm gonna have to wait a couple more years for that.
Hey, I'm working on making my own hets and slowly raising them up. That's the way I'm going about
Yeah.
it.
I like the lighter colored pieds
Okay.
so far.
So you like the bright colors.
Light color, high patterns, and crazy patterns.
So being Hurricane's a little more of a darker gene.
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to work with that? Because I know you want to get Hurricane into pie.
So far, the only one I've seen was the one that Canova posted.
Okay.
He mixed it with other stuff like fire. What else was in it? Vanilla, and it was a really light looking pied with insane pattern. That's why I want to jump into it already. But yeah, so
Okay.
on its own, it's probably most likely gonna be dark, but you can mix it with other stuff and just make some crazy looking snakes with it. So imagine enchi. My plan is enchi to increase the pattern, and then Hurricane with pied. God damn.
Yep. That makes sense. I'm trying to hopefully next season I can possibly make albino clown pied inchies. And that inchi will keep more of that pattern on that snake. and that's the goal. Definitely. What's people saying? I'm trying to see what people are saying in the comments. They're talking about desert coats being expensive. I totally understand that price, but
and then LMK Reptiles likes
okay,
darker
okay.
jeans. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm gonna do a little bit of both. I'm gonna get a little bit of the dark stuff and keep a little bit of the light stuff in the pies.
Mm-hmm.
Probably have two different directions with my pies, honestly. Um, oh, guys, if you have any questions, definitely put them in the chat. I always forget. I always wait till too far at the end of the podcast to tell you
Oh,
guys
have you seen
that.
the orange ghost clown pied? Someone mentioned it. Who
No,
was
I
it?
haven't.
Lion Exotics. It looks nice, dude. It's super. It's a clown pie that's super orange. It's on Morph
Oh,
Market. It's sold for like I think 13K. It looked really nice. So that would definitely be
yeah.
something I would want to try to produce one day. But so far I don't have anything that can produce that. I don't have any hypos yet.
Okay. I'm still on the
Orange Ghost
fence
is
of
hypo, right? Is that a?
hypo.
Am I confusing with something
Orange
else?
Ghost is hypo.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
It's a line of hypo
yeah,
that's compatible with most of the hypo stuff. Um, I'm still on the fence of hypo, especially since we got DG now. Like DG's there.
yeah. DG is
But hypo DG
crazy.
is also really good too.
Yeah.
It's
If
most
it
of the
wasn't
ways.
so expensive, man, it's so. But it's
It's
relatively new, so and it
relatively
makes
new
everything
too,
look
and
super nice.
definitely, and
Yeah,
that's what makes it keep his price tag is because
yeah,
it actually makes snakes look better as they age. One of the
yeah.
things that we've been trying to do in ball pythons is to keep that look from
Oh
hatchling to
yeah,
curve.
they change when they age the color. I noticed that with some of
Yep,
mine.
yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that
DG will help with that big time.
it does. It definitely does. Um, I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but you guys are doing such a good job in the chat. Side note, if you can, or if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. YouTube likes it when you guys hit the like button. I like that YouTube likes it, so I appreciate if you could hit that like button for me. Thank you.
Herb
Go ahead and
Collectors
say
said
Python and
hypo is
stuff.
the move.
Hypo is.
I
I
actually
know
got
it's a
something that
new.
might mix into my clown pipe. So I recently bought a Ultramel. What is it? Ultramel het clown pied and then 66% het hypo. Dude, man, imagine
Okay.
all that mixed into one. I just gotta make sure I hit the
Yeah,
odds.
that's
I gotta make a couple
yeah.
prayers, sacrifice a couple limbs probably. Yeah.
That is the thing when you get that many odds, you're just
Yeah.
hoping you hit part of something.
I punched it into the morph calculator if they were all 100% het. Dude, the chances was like 0.0000. It was like
Yeah,
really low chance. It was like 0.0003%. I was like, yikes.
that's the thing with So when I'm going for a triple recessive, but that it increases my odd to hit double recessive. So that's the thing people
Yeah.
are going to start doing. They're going to start going for triple and quads, which will increase their odds to make doubles and
Yeah, a
triples.
lot of people are doing
Uh,
it now. That's why there's so many double recessive genes now. If you look back 2 years ago, you get a double recessive, you're instantly selling that if you wanted to.
which
Now, if
is
you
the
look,
weird
there's a
thing
lot to compete against because there's so
because
many now.
we've had dreamsicles for so long, and that's a double
Oh,
recessive, and people didn't
oh,
even realize we had them for so long that they were like, hey, why don't we make it other double recessives? But dreamsicles seemed
yeah.
like the stable for a long time.
Yeah, Dreamsicle throw Enchi on that one too.
Yeah.
Dude, it looks nice.
And I'm working dreamsicle too. I'm working on getting that and getting Labrador albino clowns in there. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a
for me, I'd like to. There's a lot of snakes I want to work with, but I live in an apartment. I don't have much
gotcha,
space, so I got to
gotcha.
keep it low. Like the numbers of snakes I have, I got to keep it low, and then but just pretty much maximize the genes that I can get with the amount of space I have. It's a little harder, but
It
it
is,
works.
it is. I mean, I do have a house, but I still only have a small room,
Mhm.
so I have to be particular of what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to let go.
Yeah,
Because also it's just me doing all the animals too, so I don't want to get overwhelmed with too many animals.
yeah. For me, the max I could produce a year would probably be like 6 to 7 clutches. Anything
Okay.
above that, I'm gonna start panicking a little bit with space and everything.
Trust me, I did
Yeah.
14 clutches this season. No,
Mhm.
13. 13 clutches this
Damn.
season. And I realized I don't necessarily want to do that many clutches and work a full time job. Like if this was my only job,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
a
If
different
it
story.
was a full time, like, dude, we can definitely easily get freaking 30 clutches even,
Exactly.
and we won't even care about the time, dude. We enjoy it. The amount of work we have to put in for 30 clutches, we won't even care, man.
It's a whole nother beast.
Yeah. But for me, I live in California, dude. It's expensive out here.
Yeah. I got. There's a lot of people I know that are talking about leaving California because it's so expensive,
Yeah.
and relocating where somewhere it's a little more um, business supportive, where the business is not so much tax on your business.
Oh yeah, that too. That whole tax thing in your California. Hey,
Yeah.
man, dude,
I'm originally from LA, so I
uh,
know. I
dude, it's
100%
insane.
know.
They have
Oh,
no mercy.
no, not at all. So, another question: how do you advertise your available animals?
For advertising, I mostly just use Morph Market. That's pretty much it.
Okay,
What for if I were to post it on Instagram, I'm not gonna put the keywords that will get your stuff
exactly.
shadow banned. So anyone like I see people do it where they post stuff for sale and I message them, dude, don't do that. It's gonna stop
Yeah,
your growth. So
you
if
gotta
you were gonna
be careful.
post something on Instagram, the only way to do it is take a picture of the snake, right? Put it on your story, and then put the link of the Morph Market page. You don't have to put this is available. Like when you put the link, people will already know. Like okay, this is available because it's on the link. But
Okay.
don't ever put keywords, even if you think you're being sneaky. Like I've seen some people where they put the price on it and they use the you have an iPhone, you know the emojis it has numbers on it.
Yeah, I know those emojis.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see people do that, and I just message them that Instagram will know what you're doing. They're gonna stop your growth. So definitely don't try not to
not
post
to
on Instagram. Just post
that.
your link on Instagram, and if people were interested, they will click on the link. That's what I always message people every time I see them posting. It's not worth it. It's gonna slow your growth big time. Yeah.
Mm,
I used to do
I
that,
might have to go
and
take
since I
down some
stopped, my
reels.
shit's been going up.
Okay, I might have to go take down some reels because I got available on there, so I might need to take that down.
Yeah. So
Hey,
if you were
you
monetized,
have
they
like
would stop your
hashtag too?
monetization. Huh?
Oh, okay. Does it hurt if you have like available in the hashtag?
And the hashtag, I still wouldn't. I'm not too sure. I don't know if they check the hashtags, but I still wouldn't put
Okay.
it. Just put the link 100%. That's it. And
Okay.
don't put a post and then like because I see some people also who like they'll post the picture of the snake and then they'll put link in bio or something like that, right? Very simple. I still wouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just 100% put on your story, and then there's a widget for links on the story that you can just link it to your Morph Market, and that's pretty much it. Because I highly doubt Instagram would bother to click on that link. So that's what I've
Gotcha.
been doing, and
Okay.
it's been working. I haven't because when I got the monetization from Instagram, I would get warnings and stuff because they want you
Mm.
to pay. They want you to pay to be able to advertise your product, right? So they're really watching you.
I can understand that.
Yeah, if they know you're advertising your product on their app and you're not paying them, they will hunt you down. They'll find a way to stop it. Yeah.
I mean, you gotta respect it. It is their
Yeah.
platform, so you
Yeah,
kind of gotta
exactly.
respect that. Yeah.
And then
Okay.
I like
Okay.
to bring it up because I see a lot of people getting banned and stuff. Yeah, they get
Mm.
posts
Okay.
taken down, they get banned, accounts deleted. It happens. You'll be surprised. I see
Yeah.
people who
Yeah. Very
never
true.
breaks the guidelines, and then they still get taken down. It's like, what are they doing? Like, what's happening?
So those are some good tips right there, guys.
Yeah.
Definitely go look at some of your posts and see if you have any of those things. And if you're trying to grow your Instagram, maybe take those down just to be safe so you don't get shadow banned. But speaking of tips, guys, it is time for tip of the week. Tip of the week is when I put a tip on my Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. And under that post, all you have to do is put a comment, whether uh, a comment. What do you comment? A tip, whether it's life related, YouTube related, Instagram related, or reptile related, or animal related. Now that we're expanding to animals, so put a comment under that post, and whatever comment gets the most likes will get shown on the next episode of Under 1,000 Podcast, and you'll get a shout out. So without further ado, guys, let's check out this week's tip of the week.
This week's tip comes from Epic Style. They say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. But for real, put in what you want out of something. Don't lose sight of the hard work that's not for nothing. 100% do the hard work. Don't forget about it. And don't lose sight of what you're doing. I 100% agree. Sometimes it's hard to stay focused. I can attest to that. But go check them out on their Instagram, YouTube, and all other platforms. Thanks again for that tip. And that has been this week's tip of the week.
Thank you. That's a great tip. It's hard to stay focused sometimes, 100%.
Yeah, dude.
But kind of
Procrastination is hard.
I procrastinate. I'm trying to get better this year with how I set up the podcast, how I do my videos. I'm trying to little behind the scenes, guys. Sometimes I wait to the day before to shoot a video. Sometimes it does happen. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to get better and have my stuff ready to go beforehand. It lets less stress on your mind and it makes your workflow go a little better. So try not to procrastinate. It's a human thing, but try not to do it.
Yeah, dude, I have to stop myself from doing that a lot.
Maybe sometimes I'll get stuck on TikTok, just streaming TikTok. Just
Oh, dude, same here. Like I'll scroll through Instagram looking for like sounds I can use. Dude, I'll be in it for like maybe like an hour just scrolling, realizing, yo, I didn't save a single sound to use. I end up watching, and then I look through my messages, the videos I watch, I share it to random people. I'm like, what did I do? I wasted so much time. Like, damn. I know. I end up sharing memes and stuff. It happens, dude.
So Greg goes Pythons asks, how many pythons do you have?
For me, I have 7 breeder females and 2 males, and then I have the hatchlings. I don't know. I think like around 15 hatchlings that I'm growing out.
Okay.
My collection's really small compared to other people. Like I know people, they get like over 20 breeders. My collection's really, really small.
Hey, it could be small, but it can still be powerful.
Yeah, for mine, I don't have a. Mine's small because I don't have a choice. I live in California. Real estate's expensive out here, man.
Very much so, understandable. Yeah. Very much so. So let's hit another question. I gotta find the question. It would seem like I know how to do this, but I don't. I'm always trying to figure it out. Here we go. Did I click that? I did not click it. Oh, I did. Okay, I gotta click this away. Okay, here we go. So, speaking of which, do you breed or buy your snake food?
I used to breed my own snake food. That's kind of how one of the main ways I got my name out there. I used to sell rats locally because I used to breed my own. And I moved to an apartment. This is when I used to live in a house. So I would sell to like a bunch of Instagrammers also, and that's how I got my name out there. Then now I live in an apartment, so now I just buy my rats. I buy them from Portuguese pythons. Really, I'm so glad he lives near me. Without him, dude, I would struggle to find consistent rats. Like I have like 4 or 5 different people that I hit up. This was before I knew Portuguese was selling rats. I had like 4 or 5 people on the list that I would hit up. You got this many rats? That would be like I have 5, so I'll buy 5 from them. Buy the next. So I would drive to multiple places just to get. It was hard. So I breed my own. I buy my own. I don't breed anymore. So if you're one, I do frozen thawed.
Okay.
Yeah. So all the rats I buy, it has to be frozen thawed because I'm scared that I won't have a constant supply, and then my snakes won't take the frozen thawed. So now I just 100% do frozen thawed. That's it.
That's 100% the reason why I stay with frozen thawed, because I don't want to get a snake hooked on live and then not be able to get live, and then that snake
that's one of my fears now that I don't breed. It happens.
It does.
Especially right now in California, there's so many breeders, so many people I got to compete with to get rats, first come first serve type of deals. So yeah, I'm glad Danny from Portuguese Pythons lives close by, and I just hit him up. Hey, can I pick up rats later? Sure, done deal. He already knows how many rats I need. It's crazy. He don't tell me the
I-
price. I know how much the total is. I just Venmo him and done deal. It's so easy now.
That's gotta
And
be
without him, I
amazing.
100% I would have been struggling.
Yeah, that's a big thing when you, as your collection starts to grow, you need to make sure you have a good rat supplier.
Yeah.
Either you're breeding your own, or you got a guy that you got, or a lady that is consistently giving you rats what you need. Um, it can be devastating. Like this season, I'm not breeding as many females for two reasons. For one, I'm limited on space, so I can't have too many hatchlings this season. But also, a lot of my girls aren't back up to size because it was a rat shortage out here, so I couldn't find
Hey.
medium rats. So it's very important to have a good rat supplier.
Yeah. So like if you have a house, I recommend you start breeding because you can sell the extras.
Yep, and
You
you get
make
paid
money.
for it.
Yeah. You
You
feed your
selling
own
out the
collection
extra
for
thank
free
you.
and you make money on the side.
Mhm.
It's pretty good. When I was breeding, I
Def-
was taking home maybe like 200 to 300 a month. That's after I feed my snakes. So it was really good.
mm,
Now I'm paying like 300 a month to feed my
nice.
snakes. God damn.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And that price is going up because
Yeah.
the feed is going up. So, whew, that's a high overhead for that's a monthly bill, guys.
Yeah.
That's a monthly bill. You gotta remember that. That's a monthly bill. Sometimes it's twice a month. Some people feed a little heavier. So yeah, that can be a harsh bill. So definitely be aware of that.
How often
Um,
you breed your your snakes, your collection?
so I let the females show me if they got good size and they're doing breeder signs, like they're showing me they're on the cold side, they're showing me they want a pair, I'll throw a male in there if they want to. If I know I don't have the space, I'll just try to keep them eating. But I usually let the female let me know if she wants to go. And then I ultrasound to double check, see where the follicles are. If it's a female I'm really trying to breed, I'm ultrasounding her every month to see if she got follicle growth, throwing the male in there to try to stimulate her follicles to get them to start growing. Um, but now that I've had like double digit clutches, I know I want to stay between maybe 10 to 11 clutches a season
Hmm.
just so I can be able to spend as much time cleaning the regular animals and dealing with the new hatchlings. It can get overwhelming, so I know that that's a safe space where I can still do what I need to do and make sure everybody gets the attention they need. Because you can, people forget at average you get 5 to 6 eggs in a clutch, but
Yeah.
sometimes you get those girls that drop 10 to 15,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, you get 4 to 5 girls doing that to you a season. That's a lot of
Yeah,
babies.
dude. I only had 5 clutches this year, and it was hard, dude. Cleaning all the, cause I try to change the waters at least every other day, and it's hard, man. Just so many,
It's
just pouring.
yeah, and these babies and ask to be here. You made it so they can be here, so it's your
Yeah, you
responsibility to
gotta take
take
care of
care
them.
of them.
Absolutely.
So it's something you have to be aware of. You definitely have to be prepared for. Um, Unfortunately, sometimes people aren't prepared for it and they lose animals because of that, and it sucks. So like seven. Gee, yeah, see, there you go.
Main squeeze said, sometimes a apartment setback is an opportunity in disguise. I'd say that's true. Because if I had so much space, I wouldn't try to pick wisely on what I'm buying. I would just, oh, that's on sale, I'm
Exactly.
buying it. But I have more of the mentality of like, I don't have that much space. I got to make sure it's something I can use for future generations and stuff like that. So I'd say that's true what he said.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes setbacks are a blessing in disguise. It gets you to pay attention to the way your collection is
Yeah,
growing.
it made me have to
And
choose my pieces wisely, knowing I don't
yep,
have I can't get that much pieces.
yep. I 100% agree. So let's hit another question. So, what is something you would like to achieve with your social media this year?
Social media, I want to be able to try and influence new people to jump into the whole reptile community. Like if
Okay.
you look at my posts now, I don't really share go heavy on genetics because like when you post a clown pied, you're gonna talk, oh, I got a clown pied. I don't really say that anymore because new people they'll look at that, they're like, what is he talking about? Why is he saying clown pied? Like, it's gibberish to them. So My goal right now is I want to try and influence more people outside of the reptile thing to jump in. And this
Me
year, I
too.
actually sold five different snakes to five different people who got their first snake. I had to help them and everything, how to set up the snake and everything. Why does Alden hate pieds? I don't hate pieds. I love pieds. Dude, pieds all I have, bro. What you mean?
I knew
That's
you saw
Franklin.
that. I knew you saw that.
I was like, what? That's a go closer than what?
I mean, that's a great goal to have, and I that is something. Unfortunately, we still would need to help grow the community. We still
Yeah.
need new people to come in, which help us become a bigger community and a stronger community. Um, and I love the way you're going about it. You realizing hitting people with the genetics
Yeah,
can be off-putting.
they won't know what that is, so
Exactly.
I try to
Okay.
just show off the snake. Don't really talk about the genetics unless people ask. Then yeah, I'll
Yeah,
bring it
I
up.
can understand
Yeah.
that. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. I think it's a good idea. I might have to start adjusting my
I
content.
like the stuff you do with your snakes, the with the naming.
Oh,
I like that because like I name my snakes too, and I like the names you choose. It brings out the inner weeb, man. I
it
see
does.
it.
Hey,
Yeah,
because I used to
dude.
have a actual podcast where I talked about comic book movies,
Uh,
anime, and stuff like
I
that.
go heavy into comic books and anime. Well, not as much on anime, but comic books. Yeah, dude. And then I see your stuff. You have one named Cyclops,
Yeah.
Kagome. I'm like, I like that. I always follow that stuff you do.
It was
Makes
a
me look
cool
at it.
outlet to kind
Yeah.
of bring both of the passions I had together. And I didn't think people would like it at first, and people really like it. They
Yeah,
really.
every time I see that thumbnail where it's showing like like a picture like Cyclops, I'm gonna click on it. What's this?
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
it
Thank
gets the clicks, dude. It works, man.
and it's fun. It makes me excited to do it
Yeah,
too. And it gets people to know my animals because they start, hey, where's Kagome? How's Kagome doing? And
yeah,
they ask
exactly.
animals by name,
I
which
name
makes
all
me
my
feel
snakes
a little
too.
better.
Some people
I,
they don't name their snakes anymore. It's just like because they have so much. I don't want to get to that point, man. If I can't name my snakes, I gotta at least name them by numbers. You're number one.
exactly. It,
I need a
it,
name for them, dude.
it got weird to say their morph all the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, let me check on. It makes you. I understand why people feel that it makes them hard to sell once you name them.
Mhm.
It doesn't make it hard to sell, but it does make you take care of them a little different
Yeah.
mentally, I think. But that could be just me. That could be just me. Yeah, he does. He just started it too. Um, hey, put your link in the chat. Put your link in the chat, guys. Everybody, put your links to your morph markets, your Instagrams, your YouTubes. Put a link in the chat. We should be following each other. Definitely follow somebody new if you're not following them. Everybody's blue, so you can go to everybody's YouTube channel, just click their name and hit that subscribe button. So go follow somebody new you're not following today. Definitely do that. Um, so
Oh
I'm
yeah.
about to ask you,
It's my
is
dog
it,
right
is
there.
y'all, so I seen the cat earlier. The cat came by, walked around, and then she dipped off, or
I didn't
he
even
dipped off.
notice they were there.
he
I was looking
said
at
that I
the
was like,
comments and stuff.
we doing something? We hanging out? Okay, okay. He's trying to get his 15 minutes of fame. I
Yeah.
understand. He's like, oh, they talked about me. I gotta go. I gotta go. They
Yeah, I know
talked
he dipped out, dude. So, oh, I gotta go. I'm not comfortable right now.
about me. So I'd like to ask Arlen my last question. If you have any questions for him, put them in the chat. We'll definitely try to get to it. But my last question is, what's your dream snake to produce?
I would say DG Clown Pied, dude.
Okay.
It's already produced, but I like pieds, and DG and Clown are like my next two options. So I gotta get one of those one day.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
DG Clown Pie, dude. DG, anything you throw DG on, it's a win.
This is true. This is very true. I have a DG butter spider, and it just looks amazing. Like, so I definitely want to get DG into a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
I actually have a clown head enhancer female that I'm growing up. So technically it's another line of DG, but it's still DG. So
Mhm.
I'm working that angle in there. So you want to make a DG clown pie. Would you want to make a hurricane DG clown pie or an inchy
Oh,
hurricane DG clown pie? Like,
I'd
go
say
wild.
I'd say Enchi. You gotta for a DG clown pie, you need it to be high pattern, man. So throw Enchi
True,
on there, dude.
true.
Well, I'm generations away from producing one of those, so it's gonna be a while.
Hey, this is the dream snake, so it
Yeah,
don't matter if
yeah. You
it's
can't get it. I can't get it this year if it's a dream snake, right? Oh, my dream
Hey,
snake is a
that
blah blah, and
can be
I actually got an egg cooking in there. It should be one. I'm just kidding.
oh,
I wish, man. Shit.
I understand. I totally understand. Yeah, she got Missy got you right there. She put it in the chat, so there you go. But guys, don't hesitate. Put your links in the chat. Let everybody know. So what be your next step to get towards that produce that dream snake you want to produce? What's the next piece that you kind of have to get start getting the process going?
Well, I gotta at least get the DG. Like even a
Okay.
single gene DG would be able to help because I have the clown pie already.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do that and then go for triple hets, but the odds of that are so low.
Yeah, yeah, it is low.
But
It is
like
low.
the budget wise, that would be like the smartest way to do it, I think. Just get a single gene DG, mix it with my clown pied, triple hets. I'm not sure what the chances are for that. Odds are, I mean. I'm sure it's gonna be low.
They're going to be low, but it would raise your odds for the doubles though.
Yeah.
So in the process of trying to get that triples, you can hit some doubles, which you can eventually
And then grow those out too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now we got testing. We got genetic testing. You can test and see if some of those traits got passed on to a double. You could have hit a DG pie, but didn't hit the clown version of it. So now you go test see if it has clown in it, and you can hold that one back, grow it up, and increase your odds. So
yeah, dude, that genetic shed testing stuff, I like it. I like it a lot. It helps a lot with like guessing part. But it makes it so much harder to sell my snakes, dude. Because I had so many inquiries this year because I have like some 66% hets. And they happen to be pied, 66% het pieds. And I had so many inquiries where they were asking me, like, can you shed test them? And I'm like, I don't want to invest in the shed testing for something I'm selling anyways. Yeah,
that's going to be
no one wants to buy the POS het pieds anymore, knowing that they can just get the shed test and see if it's 100% or not. So it makes it a little harder, but it works in your favor if you're the one producing the snakes.
Exactly. That is going to be something because I know I was trying to figure out a way to work around it to where either people can pay for the shed test, and if it does, I don't know. It's some way you could probably try to work around it to where
I tried telling one guy, if you want to pay for the shed test and it turns out positive, I can reduce that price and then just sell it to you, right? But he had them, and I guess like he kind of didn't. He doesn't know who I am, right? They're just inquiring. So at the same time, he doesn't trust me. Like he has the mentality of it's gonna be positive, and then I'm just gonna end up keeping the snake, and it makes it a little harder. Yeah.
True. It's going to be a lot of trial and error, 100% throughout this. It's going to be trial and error. We're going to try to figure out what better works. But that's going to be the interesting part. But people are still going to take gambles. Like I have a pie yellow belly that is 66% POS het clown and 50% POS het albino.
Yeah, I just bought 66% hets right now.
Did you? Okay.
It came in yesterday, 2 days ago. the Ultramel that I posted. Yeah, those are 66% hets for. Yeah, I can't. It's an Ultramel het pied het clown 66% het hypo. So I'm still jumping on the 66% stuff. So
you just have to do it differently now. You have to get something that is either 100% a het for something, and then 66% or something else. So if it doesn't prove out, you still have that.
You still
100%.
have that was my logic on buying that one. If it doesn't prove the 66 doesn't work, I still have the clown pied that I can work with. So
and that way you still get the genes you kind of want, and you take a chance on genes you might want, and you're not paying that extra price tag for that though. I mean, part of the ball python game is gamble. Yeah. We're all gambling on odds.
Market changes. You got to change with it.
Exactly. 100%. So Franco asks,
Krypton
what are your
Pied.
thoughts on Krypton and Pied? I'm so like, I'm still trying to understand. I
I've seen a
understand it.
few. I like how they look, but breeding cryptics and clowns, it's still, it's a little confusing to me, so I don't mess with it
Exactly.
yet. Yeah.
So I'm still confused about the Krypton and the Cryptic and how it works with Clown. Per se, I vaguely get it, but I'm like, this seems unnecessary for me to
Yeah.
deal with right now. I'll just let you guys have that. So I can totally understand
It's a
that.
little. It's not something I want to work with yet, just because it's confusing for me.
Uh-huh.
But if it's not, once I understand it, probably jump into that project too.
Okay. So okay, you figured it out. So this is how you grab your own Instagram page so you can share it to other people. This is one way. There it is right there. Missy let you guys know. And yeah, go ahead and share them, guys. Definitely share them. I don't think we have any more questions. I'm not seeing any questions. Oh wait, here's a question. This is
A
true.
budget wise, a double visual and triple heads could be done for 2K. Depends which genetics you're working with, probably.
It definitely depends on
Yeah.
genetics, but it's doable.
For a
It's
DG,
doable.
hell no.
For
We're
DG,
talking, if there's DG in the mix, forget it. You're not getting it. I don't think so, at least.
maybe if you, I've seen a couple people. Like one of my friends just asked me. He has it's 100% het DG, 66% het clown. He has two, a male and a female, and he asked me how much the price of that. And I looked on Morph Market, and females are going for about 900 at
Oh,
DGL, and males are going about 150, almost 200. So I told him price it at 1,000 and see if somebody asks for it.
yeah.
Um, Worst case scenario, you buy that animal, buy those animals for $1,000. You get them tested. They prove. Now you got your DG clown project right there for a lot less. Now you just got to raise them up. Worst case scenario, they don't prove clown. Now you just got a DG project, so you can still make your money back on it eventually, just not as quickly. You can make some
Yeah.
DGs, but then you just hoping for odds. So it's definitely possible. Um, so guys, wait, do you have anything you want to promote, let people know about besides going to your YouTube because you're going to be making videos soon? Your
Soon, yeah. I
Instagram,
mean,
which is in the chat, they can definitely link to
I have
that.
some um I have some Powji Serpent hoodies coming soon. I don't know if you saw it on my story a few days ago, right? I got some hoodies it's gonna be on sale soon.
Okay,
I already have the website and everything set up. I can just put it available, but I don't want to post a product for sale that I haven't seen myself. So I ordered myself some. I'm just waiting for it to come
okay,
in. If it turns out good, I'm gonna put it up for sale. So if anyone wants to jump in on those, you can see it on my profile. I have a black one and a black and red, and then a white and pink colorway. So
okay.
you guys wanna jump in on it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then my Instagram, check out my Instagram. If you guys need help growing on Instagram, I myself am not famous on Instagram by any means, but I can give you guys some really good tips on how to grow your Instagram.
He's pretty famous, guys. He's pretty famous. He's
It's the
famous.
pink snakes, man. It's the
He's
pink snakes.
famous. I was looking on your Instagram. My wife saw me. She's like, "Oh, can we buy that?" I was like, "That's not real," but I like what you're
Dude.
thinking. That's pretty.
I originally did those pink snakes because it was a trend. And dude, so I saw the trend happening. It wasn't really for snakes, but like it was just people putting random items on a pink filter. So I was like, okay,
Yep.
let me try with the snakes. Dude, I posted it the next day. It was at 1 million views. Blew my mind. I was like, yo. So I started pink filtering everything.
See, people, that's why
Dude.
it's okay to jump on trends. You
Yeah.
see a trend
Yeah, you see
happening,
a
jump on
trend,
it.
jump on it. If it works, it works. Good. It's gonna help you out a lot. If not, hey, just know everyone knows you're just doing it for the trend. So
Ooh, that would be
Oreo
nice.
Pied. I haven't heard of Oreo Pied.
So I think if I'm not wrong, I think that is like what morph is that? So it used to be Panda Pies is one, but I think they're because the 8 ball was had such issues as a super. Clef and Kinks.
Yeah.
They're working on starts with an M. I forget the name. Somebody will put it in the chat. But I forget the name of that animal. They're making pies of that, which really look cool. Oh yeah, are you going to Tinley? Have you ever been to Tinley?
I have not been there, but it's so far from me. I mean, it's still in October. I can probably try to save up to travel out there, but I've never been to Tinley before. So far, the only shows I've been to were in Vegas and California.
Okay, I definitely say save up for a Tinley. Go at least one time. It's an amazing show.
You planning on going there?
I'm only 2 hours away, so I go every Tinley.
It's gonna be easy for you to get there.
Exactly. It's just a drive for me. So I'm gonna be here in March. I'm definitely going in October. So I'll be at every Tinley most likely. The Oreo pie was Doug. Like it's a Suma. There it is, Suma.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was a name for that.
Black Castile Yellow Belly pie. Okay. Oh wow.
That's a lot.
I haven't been watching a lot of Canova's videos just because when I watch his videos, I'm tempted to buy some stuff.
Oh, dude, that was me. Dude, all the clown pied pieces I have was because I watched his freaking clown pied videos, dude. I was like, damn, his marketing works, dude.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
So I told myself, I'm not going to watch them right now because it's going to make me try to spend money I don't have. So I'm behind on so many of his videos.
Yeah, he got me with that stuff too. The YouTube, man. His influencing game is strong, dude.
It's real strong. Like I can respect it. I respect it from a distance because I know how good it is. He makes you buy stuff.
Dude, I even follow his Morph Market thing, so every time he posts on Thursdays, I get notification.
Oh, that's not
dude.
Good.
He produces some real. No, I haven't bought in a while, so I'm able to fight the urge now. But man, he produces some nice looking pied stuff, dude.
Okay. All right, guys. Before we go, we have to say thank you to our this month's sponsor. So without further ado, here's this month's sponsor.
This month's sponsor is Big D's Pythons. Yes, Derek is Big D's Pythons.
Sorry, I hit the button.
This month's sponsor is Big D's Pythons. Yes, Derek is Big D's Pythons. He's a great guy, great friend, also an amazing ball python breeder. He produced some awesome animals this season, so definitely go check it out. Check out his Morph Market, his Instagram to see some of those animals if you're interested. But he also is a YouTuber. He has his own YouTube channel and his own podcast he does every Thursday, Thirsty Thursdays. Go check him out on Thursday with Hutch. They host it together. It's a great time. Definitely go watch it. But also, Derek carries the chipper. So if you're in need of cocoa and you're in the Illinois area, Derek is the one you can call. He could probably meet up with you and you guys can handle business there. But he also can ship it. So if you're looking for cocoa, definitely hit Derek up. But thank you, Derek, for being the sponsor of this month's episode. Greatly appreciate it. And go check Derek out and make sure you hit that subscribe, follow, and tell him I sent you.
All right, guys. Thanks again, Derek, for being this month's sponsor. Greatly appreciate you. Go check him out, Instagram, all that in the links down below. Alden, thank you for coming on. Had so much fun.
Thank you. Just wanted to bring up one more thing I forgot. My girlfriend, she does a lot of crocheting. She's going to help me crochet some snake keychains. I might be giving some away, so go ahead and check that out. And she also sells some crocheted keychains, hoodies. Not hoodies. Stuffed animals like snakes. So okay. She helps me a lot with my Instagram page. So I want to help her too. She doesn't have she's going to start an Instagram page for crocheting stuff soon. So if you guys can check that out, it's going to help her a lot. Okay,
definitely look out for that. We talked about this battery and she's going to start breeding corn snakes, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm helping her with that. And she's right now she's growing out some corn snakes to get them to breeding. But it doesn't look like they're going to be in breeding size this year. It's probably going to take another year more. So he's going to jump into it.
So hopefully, maybe one day we can get her on the podcast and get to talk to her about corn. That's the goal.
Good luck. I can never get her on camera, dude. It was hard to get myself on camera.
It might take a little time, guys, but we'll keep encouraging her, and hopefully one day we can get her on and she can talk about her corn snake project and show off her crochet too. That'd be great. We're trying to build the community out, help everybody grow. Definitely. But thanks for coming on. Greatly appreciate it.
Thanks
So
for
glad
inviting me,
we were
Gershon.
able to do this.
Appreciate it.
No
Great show,
problem.
man.
No
I was
problem.
nervous at first, but
See,
you're
at
good.
first,
You're a good host, man.
thank
It was
you. Thank you.
easy.
I appreciate that. See, you're natural. Now you have your own lives in like a week. You're ready to go. Tell
Definitely.
you,
Probably
once you
start
do it
posting.
once you do it once, you catch the bug for it. You're like, you know what? I think I can do that. I can do
Yeah.
that. I can talk in front of people. It's definitely fun. But guys, thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. If you haven't, if you could, go ahead and hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it. But if you're not done for the night, go check out Keys Constrictors Hair Down Fridays. They're doing a 2K giveaway. Yes, go get in the chat. Make sure you get some away. I'm already in the chat trying to make sure I can win something. So if you are not, you're done for the night, go over there, go check them out. Go say, hey, you got other shows going on tonight too. So definitely go spread the love around. Tell everybody I said, hey, go check out in their chat and all that good stuff. But guys, thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out with us. New video coming out Thursday. Have no idea what it's gonna be. I gotta figure out the idea. Um, we're close to hitting. I hit 1,700 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much for that, guys. Greatly appreciate it. Goal is 2K this year, so definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And if you have, go steal your friend's phone and hit it on theirs. Appreciate all the love and support you show me. I will be at Tennessee in March, so if you're going to Tennessee, definitely come by, say hi, we take a picture, all that good stuff, talk more snakes. But thanks everybody for coming. Hopefully see you Thursday. Everybody have a good night.
Peace.
All these don't do anything. I'm gonna end it and we'll talk in the background. All right. All right. Well, I gotta push buttons. Here we go.